Happy Monday, Pythons. I'm back with another episode. So today in the B game, we're gonna add an enemy. So I was thinking really hard about what is the enemy of the bee? Well, you've heard like probably the bees are dying, and why is that? Probably some pesticides on the flowers and on the plants we're putting, that kind of kills the bees. Loss of habitat, bees don't have a place to live. Because we destroy their homes. And a couple other things are kind of killing off the bees, climate change being another one. So I figured the best enemy of the bee is just a human. So I'm just going to make a human stick figure enemy. We're just going to have a human person here. And this is our enemy here. And we'll make him look like he's happy. Or she, or they, I don't know. And I'll put spiky hair. Because why not? Okay, so then we're going to do, I don't know, I kind of like the spinning thing in the frame, so we'll just, we'll just make this guy person. We'll just make this person spin. All right, so let's see, person. All right, so a person now, I did an enemy sprite. Remember, we want to crop all of these. Oh, it cropped all frames simultaneously. Cool. Great job, Code.org. All right, so now we have a person falling as our animation. So remember, to add a new sprite, what do? First, we create the sprite variable. So there, and I'm going to name this person. These are the starting coordinates. Where do I want the person to start? Not there, probably at the top, like the flower. So we'll put it right in the middle to start. X of 50. Oh, that'll be right on the flower. So X of 150 and Y of 0. And then I need to set the person's animation. Person.setAnimation to be person. All right. So now I have a person right here. And I want the person to start falling like the bee. Or flower. Sorry. So flower management. So let's go ahead and we're going to do it in a function like our last one. So we're going to put a function here, and we'll call it person management. And then I'll make a function down here that's going to be pretty similar to flower management probably. Except instead of adding to our score, we're going to do something different. Oh, and we also have a reset flower. Okay. So first things first, let's just make the person fall and reset. See, we have another reset flower function, so we're going to need another function. Reset person. And this is supposed to be called person management. And reset person. Okay, so how do we reset a person? We're going to set its x coordinate to be randomly between 0 and 400 on the top of this screen here. So 0, 400. And we're going to set its y coordinate to be 0. So that's resetting it. So remember, let's find the reset flower. Same thing we did here for reset flower. We're just going to change the person sprite instead of the flower sprite. So the person sprite gets reset. And now, how did we make the flower start falling? Here, flower.y equals flower.y plus 10. So we'll start with that. The counter pattern, remember, flower.y equals flower.y plus 10. All right, so person. Okay, there we go. So run. All right, so our person is falling. And now we need to make it so they reset. So there's two conditions to reset it. If person.y is greater than 400, then we want to set person.y person.y back to 0. So now should fall forever. Awesome. I want to make him spin a little faster. There we go. Woo! All right, too fast. Let's go right there. That looks pretty good. All right, our person's falling, and now we have to do some collision detection on that. So another if statement. If person is touching the B, then what do I want to happen? I want to reset the person back to the top, so I can just call my function, thankfully. Oh, sorry guys, I messed up here. You just want to call it reset flower, reset person. I'm using person and flower mixed up. It's very similar code for both of them. Reset flower. Okay, so now, look at that. When I hit the person, it resets the flower. Woo! I don't have my editor yet, so that sneeze is just gonna have to go live. Okay, so now that when we hit the person, it gets reset to the top. Same thing with the flower, adds a score, and except the person is an enemy. You want to avoid the person. So in order to do that, we want to make some kind of logic. Maybe we'll have lives. So we'll make a new variable called lives, and let's start it at 3. Sounds good? So our live starts at 3. And if the person is touching the B, then we're going to lose a life. So how do we lose a life? We're going to say lives equals lives minus 1. And later on we can use this variable. If our lives gets to 0, it'll be the end of the game. Now we need to see lives on the screen. So right now, remember, we're showing the score, and I'm going to make this a little clearer now. I'm going to add a text block that shows that string, or that integer, is the score. So we're going to put score colon space. Now it's on top of each other, so the x coordinate is still 0, y coordinate 15. But I need to increase the x coordinate of the 0 so that it's displayed right there. So it looks like about 60. There we go. Oops, wrong one. 0, 60. And let's move them down just a little bit more. 20 and 20. Great. So now our score variable, you can tell it's a score. And we're going to do the same things for lives. So we're going to do text lives. And we want to put it over on the top right maybe. So x of 310, y of 20. And then we'll show the lives variable. So remember, in quotes shows the literal string characters. And outside of quotes, it'll find a variable and show the value of that variable. All right, so we have 3 lives, 2, 0, boom, negative. And we can get points, all right, from the flowers. So there we go. Avoid the people, collect the flowers, the life of a bee. We're making progress here, I like this. So maybe next time, we can add a title screen and a death screen, maybe, like a points, maybe a record board, or it's still a little easy, maybe multiple humans, and obviously our lives can go negative. But I think that was enough for this episode. We basically went through the whole process of adding a flower again. Might have been a little fast. But remember, we made a function for flower or person management, very similar to flower management, except instead of adding to the score, we subtract from the lives, and we added a lives variable. So we're making progress on the B game here. Maybe someone was asking, maybe I could shoot stingers at the enemies, maybe make a little weapon that we can shoot. So if we're below the person, kind of like Galaga, we could shoot, or I don't know. If you have any ideas, make sure you let me know in the comments section what we want to add to this game. But I think we're making good progress here, and it's going to be pretty fun pretty soon. And then I'll make sure to share and release this on the channel so you can play it also. But happy Monday once again. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. I know I was off competing with our robotics team on Saturday, Python Robotics. Make sure you follow and like their Instagram and their Facebook and Twitter pages. It's just Python Robotics. And great, now there's an email on my screen. But that should be okay. It's just another teacher at our campus. Let's just ignore that. I should have clicked it faster. And that's what happens when we live record at school. But anyway, like I was saying, robotics did amazing this weekend, so shout out to them. And I'll see you tomorrow with continuing the B game. And maybe after school, I was thinking to do another Let's Play because it's Monday. Minecraft Mondays, that might become a thing. I'll see how I'm feeling at the end of school here. But until next time.